Tribes may have someone to represent them in Congress if the House of Representatives agrees to fulfill an old treaty with the Cherokee Nation. OU Nightly reporter Pepper Purpura listened in on a testimony to add a seat for a delegate from the tribe. Pepper, why is this happening?
Guys, this stems from the same treaty that moved the Cherokee Nation thousands of miles on the Trail of Tears into Oklahoma. When the tribe forfeited their homelands to the United States in the new ECHO Treaty, they did so on the condition that they could have their own delegate in the House of Representatives. 187 years later, that seat still doesn't exist. The Cherokee Nation is asking Congress to fulfill a treaty agreement that would add a seat in the House for their tribe.
So we are now, I think, in a position where we can, as a practical matter, assert this right, whereas my predecessors in the 2 centuries before, frankly, we were just trying to hang on to our way of life and rebuild.
The tribe agreed to migrate to Oklahoma on the condition that they would be given a seat in the House.
The majority of the treaty looks kind of like a basic land transaction. And then there's this one short provision, Article 7, just a couple of sentences that's stuck in there that provides for the potential for a delegate of the Cherokee Nation to be seated with the House and Congress.
The delegate seat is different from a state representative because delegates don't get to vote. Right now, there are 5 delegates in the House that represent U.S. territories.
We're not talking about anything different here than we already do in multiple cases.
But unlike those regions, the tribal nations exist inside of states and are included in their districts. People in those territories get to vote on representatives just like anyone else living in the state, leading the House to ask if this is double representation.
None of the territorial delegates represent citizens or residents who already have representation in the House.
Other tribes have already begun requesting their own seats as well, but the treaty making this possible was exclusive to the Cherokee tribe.
Cherokee Nation, and Cherokee Nation alone, is the tribe that is the party to the Treaty of New Echota and the Treaty of 1866. Cherokee Nation has, in fact, adhered to our obligations under these treaties. I'm here to ask the United States to do the same.
Today's discussion was purely that, a discussion. There has been no action taken or legislation introduced to create a seat for the Cherokee tribe yet, because that process also has to be interpreted. Live in studio, I'm Pepper Purpura, OU Nightly.